Well, it looks like we've got some new trends on our hands, or should I say, on our wrists. Celebrities everywhere are redefining timepiece fashion with their daring styles. So, what's the deal with these unexpected choices? You've probably seen celebrities wearing their watches upside down and a bunch of other ways that seem like fashion rebellion, right? Naturally, it piqued my curiosity. I started digging into it, and lo and behold, I stumbled upon a whole lineup of celebrities rocking their watches in ways I did not think were even fashionable. But then again, whatever the celebs do one day becomes fashion the next. Okay, so here are my picks for the weirdest watch-wearing styles going around. Number 1, upside down watch. Well, this is the one that started it all. But it seems more like a fashion blunder rather than a conscious choice. This trend is turning heads for all the wrong reasons. Picture this. Jake Paul, the social media maverick and boxer, flaunting his Rolex Oyster Perpetual Turquoise 41mm, aka the Tiffany OP, at a press conference for his upcoming bout with Mike Tyson on Netflix. How can anyone botch this? Well, he did. He was wearing it, you guessed it, upside down. Now, normally you would expect a watch to face its owner, not the ceiling. It took a fellow watch enthusiast, Nick Gold, to spot the mishap and call out the flip. Oops. Fast forward to the 2024 Met Gala, where actor Sebastian Stan graced the event with a Cartier crash. Again, upside down. In a sea of meticulously curated outfits, Stan's watch blunder was a standout comedy moment. Fashion faux pas or avant-garde statement? Who knows, but one thing's for sure, his stylists missed that plot twist. Now, it's more like a hilarious hiccup in the glamorous world of celebrity watch flaunting. It happens more often than you'd think. With brands lining up celebs to showcase their timepieces, you'd expect a crash course in watch orientation. After all, a watch should tell time, not tell a tale of upside-down antics. But wait, there's more. Number 2, inside the wrist. One of the quirkiest ways celebrities are wearing their watches is by placing the dial on the inside of their wrist. Turns out, though, this one actually has a very cool backstory to it. It all goes back to military roots. Soldiers found it more practical to check their watches quickly and discreetly without having to move their arms too much or disrupt their tasks. You have to imagine yourself holding a rifle to picture this. Well, this fashion choice helped avoid glare from the sun or bright lights. Any Call of Duty fans here? They'll know what I'm referring to. Well, over time, this practical approach made its way into mainstream fashion. John Wick, portrayed by the iconic Keanu Reeves, also opts to wear his watch, a Buccara Monero, with the dial facing inside for tactical reasons. This reflects Wick's meticulous attention to detail and his preparedness for combat situations. This peculiar way of wearing a watch is a subtle yet significant element of Wick's character. Fans of the franchise, such as myself, appreciate how this unique style adds depth to Wick's character as a skilled and resourceful assassin. But would I want to wear my watch like this? Well, unless I'm aiming with a rifle in a real combat scenario, no. Now this next one is even more shocking. Number 3, double watching. Another intriguing trend I found out is the practice of wearing 2 wristwatches at once, dubbed double wristing. This quirky trend, once flaunted by Hollywood legends like Marlon Brando and Johnny Depp, is back in the spotlight. Today's celebs aren't just doubling down on style, they're pairing Apple Watches with classic Rolexes like it's a fashion sport. Chris Pratt famously sported a Cartier watch on each wrist during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. A bold fashion statement, much like flexing both biceps simultaneously. He's not alone, though. Figures from Fidel Castro to modern stars like Billie Eilish and Drake have embraced this unique trend. The origins of double wristing trace back to General Norman Schwarzkopf during the Gulf War. He used 2 watches to keep track of different time zones, a Rolex day date for Saudi Arabian time on one wrist, and a Seiko dive watch for Washington, D.C. time on the other. However, despite the availability of GMT watches designed for dual time zones since the 1950s, the trend persists, fueled in part by the rise of smartwatches. Hence, double wristing is all about showing off your multitasking skills. Need to know the time in New York and Tokyo simultaneously? No problem. Plus, it's a guaranteed conversation starter. Just imagine the looks you'll get when you walk into a room with 2 ticking timepieces. Now, before you rush to strap on an extra watch, consider if it fits your vibe. After all, it's bold, it's daring, and it's definitely not for the faint of wrist. But if you're up for turning heads and keeping track of time zones like a pro, why not give double wristing a spin? After all, who says you can't have double the fun on your wrists? Now, would I try it? Well, maybe with an Apple Watch and a Rolex, but most definitely not in a formal setting. Number 4, ankle watches. Yeah, you heard that right. Some celebrities have indeed been spotted wearing watches on their ankles. Take Rihanna, for instance. At the Formula One Grand Prix in Las Vegas, she made jaws drop with a stunning $400,000 ankle watch. Now, I know this is a men's channel, but have you ever seen a man make such a bold fashion statement and come out looking presentable? I humbly concede that this is not possible for us men. In any case, this watch was meant to be worn as an ankle bracelet. It was a white gold masterpiece adorned with over 70 carats of dazzling round and emerald-cut diamonds. Talk about bling. According to Benjamin Arabov, CEO of Jacob & Co., the jeweler behind Rihanna's ankle timepiece, she wanted to make a statement. After all, the F1 Grand Prix was her first appearance post-pregnancy, and she was determined to dazzle, literally. Creating this masterpiece wasn't easy. It involved customizing a 17mm emerald-cut diamonds wristwatch from Jacob & Co.'s boutique collection. They had to combine parts from 2 watches to achieve the unique ankle-wearing look that Rihanna loved. So, why wear a watch on your ankle? For Rihanna, it's all about pushing boundaries and making fashion waves. It's a bold departure from the norm, turning heads and setting trends. While ankle watches might not be everyone's cup of tea, they sure make a statement that's hard to ignore. But personally, I think it kinda does away with the practicality of a watch. In this case, it's more or less like an ankle bracelet. But who knows, this might become the new fashion trend. Number 5, watch necklace. Yeah, this one's again for the ladies, but it is bold and unique, so I think it fits the list. Taylor Swift stunned everyone with a custom-made Lorraine Schwartz watch necklace. This vintage timepiece was transformed into a choker dripping in a jaw-dropping 300 carats of diamonds. Talk about sparkle. It was Taylor's way of celebrating her album Midnight, which clinched the coveted Best Album of the Year award. But Taylor's not the only one shaking up watch fashion. Rihanna similarly caused a stir at the Louis Vuitton show in Paris when she flaunted a striking Jacob & Co. watch around her neck. This watch featured bold black straps and a dial adorned with dazzling jewels. Rihanna collaborated closely with Jacob & Co. to create this unconventional watch choker, proving once again that she's a trendsetter in her own right. Now this next one is about men, and it's more common than you might think. Number 6, watch on right hand. Ever wondered why most people wear watches on their left hand? Well, the idea is to wear it on your non-dominant wrist so that it doesn't keep you from writing or using your dominant hand freely in other ways. In any case, back in the day, watches were right-hand favorites, tailored for the majority of right-handed folks who ruled the roost. Think David Beckham, always looking sharp with his watch on the right, adding a dash of Beckham charm to his signature style. But hey, times change. However, some still swear by the right wrist for its practical perks, like easily twiddling knobs and feeling oh so organized. Plus, in some circles, the right hand is the hand of honor, so rocking a watch there can feel like a subtle power move. And let's not forget the rebels who swap wrists like a pro athlete swaps jerseys. Comfort dictates their watch-wearing game. Left for work, right for play, or maybe vice versa. It's like having a watch for every mood, because why not? But if you ask me, I'll say go for your non-dominant wrist in a formal setting. Your preference matters, it surely does, but you can't take chances where you have to be presentable. However, for casual wear, let your personal style shine through. And there you have it. Some of the weirdest and most wonderful ways that celebrities are redefining watch fashion. Whether you're inspired to try a new watch style or simply amused by the quirks of celebrity fashion, one thing is clear. Watches aren't just for telling time anymore. They are statements of style, personality, and sometimes a touch of eccentricity. So, which celebrity watch style caught your eye the most? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to respond to every single one. Like and subscribe if you love celebrities redefining fashion. And if you don't subscribe, it means that you don't like John Wick. I don't know about you, but that's even more controversial than wearing a watch upside down. Thanks for watching.